Just one last note on this section of work is the importance of the crowding out effect. If you have aggregate demand and aggregate supply, and you have a decrease in demand, price output, and you try and increase aggregate demand by financing that through a surplus, so you finance your government expenditure through a surplus, that crowding out effect can actually dominate that increase in the government expenditure. So instead of even shifting it back to that point, you might even shift it further out if the interest sensitivity of investment is extremely large. So you don't need to know that interest sensitivity of investment, but just know that this crowding out effect can be extremely important, and you need to be able to analyze that in terms of an increase in interest rates, decrease in investment, and also when your interest rate increases, it might appreciate your currency. If your interest rate increases, you're going to get a better return in rands, let's say, than dollars if the South African interest rate increases. So people might bring in money into rands and appreciate the currency. And if they appreciate the currency, means that your exports are now less competitive and people buy more imports. So it decreases that net export factor, which can shift this aggregate demand curve even further. So just be aware of that and know how this aggregate demand and aggregate supply curve works in relation to fiscal policy.